Ah! Woo! Hello, just before I finish off this review on this gorgeous VTR1000 SP1, I'd like to say a few words about Hero and invite you over onto the Facebook group Honda Events and Rideouts. So in March of 2022 we decided to try and line up every Fireblade from 1992 all the way up to 2021 to celebrate the 30th anniversary. So we worked hard, we put a list together of everyone all around the country, and we decided to meet at Silverstone because it's kind of in the middle of the country, so it was equidistant for everyone really, and we managed to do it. We got everyone from 1992 up to 2021. While we were organising it, Honda UK got involved and they'd just taken stock of the 2022 Fireblade, so they brought one along to go in the lineup, and they brought one along for us to sit on and try and see what we thought. It was very impressive, and Honda UK were that impressed that they asked us to do the same again for them at Donington at the British Superbikes at their celebrations of the 30th anniversary, which we did. And John McGuinness joined us and spent the majority of the day walking around talking to all of our club members, signing various parts of bikes and magazines and this, that and the other, and asking us all about our own bikes and getting pictures on their bikes, etc, etc. MCN come over and Nevesy did a little piece to camera. Well, I say little piece, it was 20 minutes of him going through each and every Fireblade. Visor Down come over, did a little piece also. A few European companies come over also, got some footage. Jamie Whittam, obviously they're commentating on the British Superbikes, come over and had a good look as well. And then we went out on Donington racetrack with John McGuinness, with Nevesy, with all the press, and did a parade lap of all of our Honda Fireblades from 1992 to 2021. And we were also joined by another 120 Fireblades of all various years, so we had 150 Fireblades all on Donington track all at once. A very good day. Ended with a track day for a lot of people. I decided not to do it with John McGuinness, purely because I had to ride my bike home, and I know I wouldn't have come back with a bike in one piece. Next time maybe. And we did it again for Motorsport Vision, or MSV, who are the owners of or have the rights for MotoGP and World Superbike, in association with Dorna. So we did it again at Donington for the World Superbikes. We took over Redgate. Again, every single Fireblade together. We also added some Exotica. We had an SP1 there, an SP2. We had an RC45, an RC30, NC30, NC35. It was a great day. We had some real nice bikes there. Great day watching the racing. Did the same for Brands Hatch for British Superbikes, a little bit smaller event. And in between we've done other events. We've done the Sammy Millers, supported the Fireblade RR Facebook group. And then obviously at the beginning of September, at our last sort of hurrah, we did the NC30 meet. Mark Reynolds put that together, and we supported it, and we got sort of 30 NC30s together, which was a great sight. But basically what I want to say is come and join us on the Facebook group, Honda Events and Rideouts. Get involved, because next year we'll do the same. We'll put the Fireblades together, we'll put the NC30s together, we'll do a few events. I'm sure I'll start sending some emails out soon and start getting involved in some things. And I'm hoping to do a VTR day as well, an SP1, and we'll do an all Honda day, so we'll get the CBR6s and VFRs, etc, etc, all together. And then with that as well, I've also got another group that is non-Honda, or including Honda and everything, really, all marks. So it's past and present classic motorcycles, and I might try it in the sort of spring, summer of 2023, put together a sort of 90s icon day if we can. That's a thought I've got in my head, of trying to get everything we all grew up with and loved and owned and wish we'd never sold, and all the iconic bikes really up until sort of 03, 04, because I think that's when we can all agree motorbikes pretty much changed. Anyway, back to the review. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Out again on the Honda VTR VTR1000 SP1 RC51. Now finally going to get to do this little run from Whiteways to Loomies. Made sure I got enough fuel this time. I got Ken behind me on his 92 Fireblade and Sean on his 1198 Ducati. Gonna see how these roads are. If I stop talking, it's because I'm concentrating and letting you just hear the sound and enjoy how this bike behaves on some great roads. This little Caterham or Lotus or Lacoste or whatever it is in front of us has got a CBR badge on the back. Who's betting it's got a nice little Fireblade engine in that? Sean with his impromptu hand signals. I'll have to look up where the nearest station is.
Huh?
I'll have to look up where the nearest station is.
Right. It's just come on, so...
Nice little Morgan up the hill here. Lovely. These nice sweeping roads, sweeping bends. Takes the most of that great front brake on this. Come out of those bends, bang on that throttle and it's instant. People say about these SP1s having fueling issues, well, apart from drinking it like it's going out of fashion, and apart from not liking being under 3,000 revs, it's as smooth as a smooth feed.
Your destination is on the right.
My last little hurrah on the SP1 before I take it home. Let's hope we get some nice clear roads. This nice twisty little track. Little tunnel. Sean behind me on his 1198. videographer's gone. This is where the SP1 comes into its own. Little country roads. Nice sweeping bends. And when you get that traffic in front of you, just sit and wait for the opportunity. And the instant torque is there. Screams out for these little roads, that little squirt of power. That front brake, so forgiving. And then you get to come through some nice little country lanes and listen to that engine sound. When you just got roads like this, you just forget to talk. You're on it. All you're thinking about is the next bend, the next time to open it up, the next overtake. Down on those brakes, those lovely front brakes. Down through that gearbox. Clunky gearbox, but what do you expect from a race-bred bike? You channel your inner Colin Edwards. Swing it in. It's got so much more than I'm capable of. Doesn't stop the bike making you feel like a god. If that don't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. What will? What won't? What won't? What will? Last little bit then on this lovely VTR SP1 of Owen's before I drop it back. The negatives. You look at that dash, there's no temp gauge, there's no time, and there's no trip computer either. Another negative is the fuel. Expect about 90 miles to the tank, and that's where you need a trip computer to say, all right, zero it when you fill the tank up, so you know when it's gonna come up. A few times I've almost got caught out. Under 3,000 revs, blur, not nice at all. As you can see, I'm doing it now, and it's just not happy. Drop it down a gear to 4,000 revs. Sounds like you're thrashing it, but it's a lot smoother and a lot easier to ride, and sounds a lot healthier. And that's about it really for the negatives on this bike. So let's talk about the positives. Well, listen to that sound for a start. Look at the torque. The handling is amazing. The front brakes are brilliant. It turns heads. Having owned a 954 Fireblade for 2.5 years now, very rarely get a nice bike, mate. Whereas I've had this pretty much every time I've gone out of it. Sound turns people's heads as you ride along, and you get a lot of people coming over and asking you questions about it at biker events, biker cafes, etc. One of the other negatives maybe I can put into that is the price of them at the moment. Silly prices at the moment. This is October 2022. I got a message last night from a guy with one that's got 18,000 miles, but the clocks were changed 5,000 miles ago, so it's 23,000 miles. He wanted 8 grand for it. 8 grand for a 20-year-old bike. So would I buy one? For 8 grand? No. For 4 or 5 grand? For a low mileage one? Yeah. They are so much fun that you're just going to want to ride it all the time. But I think it needs to be an event bike, an occasion, a second bike if you like, a toy. You're not going to want to commute on this thing, no way. You want this thing out 2, maybe 3 times in the summer. And I'd imagine over the years that's going to become rarer and rarer until it doesn't come out for year upon year. And I've got a funny feeling a lot of these are about to be mothballed. My advice is get one. Get a good one at a good price and enjoy it. I'm personally going to look for one for a decent price, and I intend to do exactly what I've just said, is that I'll have my Fireblade all year round, but if I get one, it will be one that comes out 2, 3, maybe 4 times in a year. And then over time, I suppose it'll probably be a bike that very, very rarely comes out on very, very special occasions, maybe. Because I think these are the next RC30, RC45s, ones that you're very rarely going to see. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope it's been, what's the word? Not biased. And what I'm going to do now is when I drop this off, I'm going to jump on my Fireblade, which is going to feel completely different. And what a better time to review the 954 than when you've been riding something else for a month. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, press the little bell icon so you know when I've got another video coming out. Honda events and ride outs on Facebook. Hero Superbikes on Instagram and TikTok. Come and have a chat. I'll always chat to people. Come and have a ride with us in 2023. It's going to be great. See you soon. Bye.